Hurricane Helene continues to strengthen, and as our meteorologist said, it is now zeroing in on Florida's coast.
NBC's Jay Gray joining us now from Tallahassee, Florida, with more on the conditions there.
Yeah, Jennifer, Jonathan, what we're seeing is the really ragged outer bands of the storm making their way through Tallahassee right now. So we'll get some rain. It'll go away. I just looked at the radar. We've got some more moving in now, a bit of a spitting rain. It's going to pick up. And then as we go into the evening, it's really going to intensify. We won't get those breaks anymore. This is a monster storm. And you can tell by the language that the National Hurricane Center is using, that the Weather Service is using. The National Weather Service calling this, and I'm quoting here, one of the most significant weather events of the modern era. They don't use language like that a lot. I've covered a few of these storms, and you just don't hear that. The Hurricane Center warning about winds well over 100 miles an hour at landfall, and what they are calling, and I'm quoting again here, a catastrophic, deadly, unsurvivable storm surge. They say there could be a wall of water 20 feet or higher. And then you talk about the breadth of this storm, the wind field, almost 500 miles wide. The intensity of this storm, it's still churning in those warm Gulf waters. It's going to continue to gain momentum and strength, and it's going to push and cause problems well inland. You guys are talking about what's going to happen there. You're going to see wind. That's going to be an issue. Stronger wind than you normally see in that area following a storm or as a storm moves through. You're going to have that water. Look for trees to be down, power lines to be down. Make sure you're prepared. Make sure all of your devices are charged up, that you have enough gasoline, and you've still got a little time. If you decide you want to leave, now's the time to do it. Certainly don't get out there after sundown, because it just changes the dynamic dramatically. Let's talk about what this storm's going to do long term as well. FEMA is calling this a multi-state event. They believe at least 6 states, including Georgia, will see hurricane or tropical storm force winds. They say at least 9 states will be touched by Helene in some way. They'll feel the effects of this storm. So again, this is one of those storms that you don't often see, and it is heading your way. So please take it very seriously, as they are here right now. The streets are empty at this point. Anyone who was going to leave has now gone, and the window to do that here in Tallahassee just about closed. This, like a lot of cities there in Georgia, a lot of old oaks, hundreds of years old, pine trees. We expect to see those down in some areas. First responders say they're going to have to cut their way in to restore power and help anybody who may need it.
All right, Jay Gray live for us in Tallahassee. Thank you so much.